Well, we found a template that I like, but I'm just not quite sure about the colour. I think I prefer a blue. Blue. What's up everybody? Dean Ellis here from Dartech again, and today, this tutorial, I'm going to take you through changing the look of a template that you've downloaded. A few things we need to consider. I use Google Chrome for my web browser. I find it very useful, very friendly, smooth running browser. I would recommend it to anyone. If you've got Internet Explorer, get rid of it. It's one of the worst browsers you could possibly have. And there's not too many others. Firefox isn't too bad, but again, nothing's quite as simple as this Google Chrome browser. For those anti-Google people, I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid this is the way we're going to go. And the reason I like Google Chrome is to edit this particular image. Notice I'm on the Dartech Tutorials homepage. What you can do is you put your mouse over what particular area you want to look at, and you right click, and down the bottom you go Inspect Element. Okay, now I've pulled this up a little bit. Might even pull it up a little bit more if I can. No, I can't. Okay, and what this does is it shows you the code behind the actual page itself. Now, when you mouse over the area that you've actually right-clicked, it highlights the line. As you can see, when you mouse over the lines in the code, it highlights the areas on the web page. Now, what we're looking for is what this green is. It could be just a color in a table. It could be a repeating image. It could be pretty much anything. So what we're looking for is a highlight here that covers the entire heading. See your slogan there? That's that little slogan. That's your logo container. That's where your logo lives. We have our header. Now that covers off on the middle section, and then we have header wide, which is header W. Now it looks like header W is what we're after. So we click on header W, and over on the right hand side we see the hashtag header W. Now this is the styles. Okay, notice we have styles.css. This is the cascading style sheet, and this here is the code that gives you the heading. Okay, don't worry too much about all that. We'll cover off this a little bit later if we like to, if you want. If you want to, let me know and I'll do it. But what we're after is the background. Alright, now notice it's a URL. It looks to me like it's a JPEG, so it's a repeating image. Okay, so what we need to do is find out exactly where this image is. Now if we just leave our mouse over it, you'll notice that it highlights the entire file path. Now we know the domain name's there. Now if you look closely, after the domain name you have /templates qualify, which is the name of the template, images bck.jpg. Okay, so just make a note of the file path directly forward of dartechtutorials.com, the domain name. So /templates qualify images, and you're looking for bck.jpg. Now in my last tutorial, let's go back into the administrator area. In our last tutorial we installed eXtplora. Okay, and this is where it becomes very, very useful for us. We go to templates, which was the first word after the domain name. We click on the templates. We look for qualify. There it is there. We're now looking for images, and we click on that, and in here are all the images for the template. Okay, quite a few of them. That's okay. And what we're looking for is bck.jpg, and there it is. Now what we can do is we can take this image and we can upload another image over the top. Now we need to make sure that we name it bck.jpg. Okay, so what we can do is we can take this here and we'll rename this one. Okay, we rename it by right clicking over the link, and up on the top we see a menu that says rename. Okay, and we'll go bck original.jpg. Alright, click out of that, and success, it's been renamed. Okay, so that's good. Now you find if we go back into the I shouldn't have done that. We go back into the home page and we refresh that. Okay, notice the image is missing now because we've actually renamed the BCK. Can't find it. That's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go into EXT Explorer and we're going to upload a new image called bck.jpg. I have one, I just so happen to have one prepared earlier, and to upload it, all we do is we click on the upload icon at the top, we browse for our image, and there it is there, my bck.jpg. Now just to show you what it looks like. Okay, it's just a blue background, just like everything else. So I'm going to select that, click open, and go save, and it's uploaded bck.jpg. Now, when we go back into our home page again and we go refresh, there it is. We now have a blue background, and we've successfully changed the color image. Now, there's a few other things we need to look at here. Notice, oh, we've got still some green bits and pieces hanging around. There's that green line down there. So let's just click on that and go inspect element. Okay, and let's header W. Oh, I found it. Okay, so it's still in header W. Okay, and if we look into our header W styles, you'll see border bottom and you'll see a color here. If we just click on that, we can then scroll through here, go to our color here, and notice as we click in this, the color's actually changing. So let's want a bit more of a darker blue, sort of around there somewhere. Okay, and we just make a note of that. We go tab, or enter maybe. Okay, so it's changed it, but it hasn't saved this cascading style sheet. It can't save it. So what we need to do is just highlight that hex ID code there, Control C to copy it, and we just make a note of where this header W is. So we look at hashtag header -W. So make a note of that one there too. Hashtag header -W. Alright, we can then close this. We go back into the admin area. We can now close and go back to Joomla. And to change the color of something like this, we go into Extensions, Template Manager. Okay, we click on our templates in the menu on the left hand side here. Okay, and we scroll down to our qualified details and files. So we click on the link, okay, and we're looking for a CSS file. Okay, and what we're looking for is the style CSS. If you look, remember if we went to the when we went to the front page, we went inspect element, and the header W was on the styles CSS file. Notice over here. So we go back in here, we're looking for our style CSS. There it is there. So we click on that, and what this does, it brings up the actual style sheet in a cover for you. Now look at the line numbers. It was line 120. So there it is, header W. Okay, and all we need to do now is we look for the border bottom. There it is there, and there's the hex ID. If we just go Control V now and change our hex ID color and go save, right, click on home, and if we just refresh this page now, okay, there it is, your color has changed, and you've just changed the top part of a template that you've downloaded. Okay, quite a lot to take in, but that's how you do it, and you can do a whole range of things. I'll go through that in more detail when we edit templates on a whole, and we'll go on from there. So I hope you learned something out of this. Hope you're enjoying the templates. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like if you like this tutorial. I'd appreciate that, and I'll see you on the next tutorial. Bye for now.